Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video I'll be covering what's new with the Coral trading community as well as the new trading board that I've launched this week. So if you guys think it's interesting and you've already been using one of our old boards, make sure to watch this video till the end because I will show you exactly how it works and also what new features has been added. So without wasting our time, let's get into this video. If you guys are still on the old board, make sure to move to this one that I'll be covering in this video. The reason for this is I've updated this board to use the exchange's latest APIs. As well, this will help for fast execution, and this board also has more features. Now I'll be covering all these features in different videos as well, because it's easier to make it exchange specific than to cover all these exchanges at in one video. So let's get started by going to app.coral.com, and as always you can find a link to this in the description of this video. So if you don't have an account already, you can click on get started and it will take you to the sign up page. Now all you need to do is basically sign up or register. If you already have an account, you can log in. Now one thing that you need to know is that this board is not the same as the previous ones. So if you had an account on one of the old boards, you would need to create a new account here. So just go through the sign up. Now I've already created the account and logged in, so let me just sign in here. Once you've logged in, you will see it's going to take you to the dashboard. Now if you already have exchanges connected, you will see that it's going to show the balance for Bybit and Bitget. Keep in mind that Binance has not been added yet, and that's the exchange that I'm adding next. But you will see the available balance there showing as 0. The only reason for this is because I've already kind of added it, but it's not available to the public yet, but it is coming really soon. Now you also notice this NFT on the right hand side. Now this NFT would give you access as well, so as long as you hold the NFT, you would have full access to the trading board. To find out more about that, you can actually just go to our homepage and you can scroll down here to the bottom and you'll see explore NFTs. Now this is basically a testing that I've tried to also explore the NFT market, but it's not necessary to use the board. As you'll see, there are also different plans, which is the monthly, yearly and lifetime. Now the prices has gone up, but if you're in the Discord, you can get discount to get lifetime for $99 until this is basically in a full release with Binance and all that. Then this will be the new pricing. So if you want to benefit, you can join the lifetime and you can get access to all the indicators as well. You can just go through them here on the home page, and there's also a bit of a description basically on how they work. So let's get into the trading board. So this is going to be the dashboard again, and the first thing you need to do is you would need to link your exchange. So you'll see that this is this exchange button. If you go there, you'll currently see that Bybit and Bitget is supported. Now with Bybit and Bitget, both spot and futures trading is allowed. So you can decide on what trading style you prefer and basically just connect your exchange key and make sure you have the correct permission set. So you can either, if you don't have an account, just click on create account. It will take you to the exchange and you can create your account right there. Or you can go to link your existing API keys. You need to add, let's say, a name in here. And then you can go next and add your API key, your API secret. The security token is automatically generated for you. Now keep in mind, you do not want to share the security token with anyone else, because with that they can basically trade on your account. So if you basically need a new security token, you can just delete your API key and then generate a new one, and it will give you a new security token. Now for Bybit, you'll also notice that there's something called a demo trading. This is if you go to testnet.bybit.com and you want to use that testnet platform. Keep in mind, Bybit did release their new demo feature, which is built into their live exchange, which I will cover on in a later video, but this is not yet supported. So for now, we'll just use live trading, or you can use the demo one on the testnet platform. So I've already linked my Bybit account right here, so you can see that's why the balance showed on the dashboard, but for now I will go to boards. So this is basically a page where you can create a board for, let's say, a specific asset, or if you want to do sport and futures. Now again, I will cover these more in depth in future videos, because I want to make this exchange specific, and I'll show you the entire flow of how to go and create API keys, how these exchanges work, and also best practices to basically make sure you lower your risk. Now I'm going to go through creating a new bot on Bybit. So let's first go to the bybit.com as well, or you can just use the referral link in the description of this video, and that also helps me massively to continue to create these tools. So the first thing we want to do is we want to create a new bot, and we can call this I'm just going to call this YouTube just to make it easy. And then you're going to select the exchange. So for this example, I'll be using Bybit, and we can click on next. The token, so this is going to be the security token that's linked to your exchange profile. So again, do not share this, but you want to select the Bybit one. Also, I am working on improving the front end to make it more user friendly. So for example, if you've selected Bybit, to only show the Bybit tokens and all that. If you guys have recommendations, you can join the Discord and just share them there, or leave it in the comment section of this video. So we select Bybit and we can go next. So now I can select, is this going to be a spot bot or is this going to be a futures bot? Now if you select spot, then it's basically pretty simple, but when you select futures, you have to select one way or a hedge mode. So for this video, we're going to select spot trading. Now I'm going to go submit. Now you'll see there's a new bot created called YouTube. So this is the one we just created. I can either delete this bot or I can go to view the bot. So this is pretty much similar to what you guys have been used to the old bots, but this is just, it looks different, and there's also more advanced settings that we will cover as well. But the first thing you can do is you'll see that you can set a name. Now this name can be anything, so you can call it, let's say long BTC. Let's just call it long BTC. For the symbol, you're going to type in BTC USDT, for example, or you can use any available coin on Bybit. So currently we're only doing market orders, but I am adding limit orders as well. The reason why I haven't added it yet is just to make sure that all this is working fine, and if it's stable enough, which currently from the reviews and testing as well, people have said it's pretty good. So limit features are coming really soon. So I'm going to select long, and then you can also choose you want to use a dollar amount, the asset amount, and percentage amount. So it's very important to know that if you're using a dollar, asset, or percentage, that the exchanges themselves, they work in increments of depending on the coin, but it's like lot size limits. So for Bitcoin, it's going to be 0.001. Now the next one is going to be 0.002, which if you're going to say you want to trade 10 US dollars and it doesn't fall on 0.01 or 2, then you're not going to get $10 exactly. So if you're setting, for example, you want to open up $10 and it might say something like $9 or $8, that's the reason why. Because we can't, go to the precise amount, and this is just a limitation that you'll find anywhere with the APIs from the exchanges. So that isn't really a big issue, but if you were just wondering why the difference is, that's why. So now we can go to percentage. I like to use percentage, and let's say we want to use 50%. Now again, you can either open a trade from the dashboard, or you can copy the syntax and go and paste it on Tradingview. Now I'm going to be showing you in another video the complete flow of how this actually works with the indicators, or your own indicators, or custom technical analysis. This is just going to be showing you more about the platform and features on here. So you'll see that there's also going to be copy open order URL. Now this is the webhook URL that you guys have also used previously, but this is the thing that you want to add into notifications and then webhook URL on Tradingview. Again, I will show that as well. And then you can go to the top and you'll see something called advanced settings. Now these settings are different for futures and spot, but this basically allows you to set a custom name for your long and short. Now if you're wondering on why you'd want to do that, that's because sometimes on Tradingview you have an indicator, but that indicator isn't open source. So you can't change the name that alert is going to be sending. But now you can go and map that to the board itself, and it will be familiar with whatever message it receives. So now you can custom and automate any open or closed source indicator as long as you know what that message is going to be. So you can also see that there's going to be bot delay value, and this is because some of you requested to add a delay in the signal. So let's say the bot receives an open long signal, Then if you add a delay of 3 seconds, it will receive the signal, it will wait 3 seconds, and then it will execute. If you don't want to add a delay, just set it to 0 or keep it as it is, and then you also notice a bought pyramid value. Now the reason why I've added a bought pyramid value is because I don't want to hard code something in that would either restrict you on either adding more positions onto one position or only one per board. So now this option is basically there. So if your indicator repaints, you can set this to, let's say, only have one. So if you have one buy open, it will wait for a short first before placing another long. So this is kind of a way on how you can make sure that if your indicator repaints or you get more of the same side signals, that it will only execute on the first one. Now if you don't care about that, you can set it to 0 and it will just fire as it receives. So if it receives long, 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 and long, short, whatever the sequence would be, it would trade according to that. Now I'm going to leave this as is, but this is just a feature on if you have like closed source indicators on Tradingview, then you can make use of this feature. So I'm just going to cancel it right here. So there's also something that a lot of people in the Discord are saying is, my orders are opening from the dashboard, but it's not working with Tradingview. Now I just want to clarify that if it's working on the dashboard and not in your Tradingview, there's nothing wrong, but except there might be an issue on how you copy and pasted it, or you haven't set your webhook URL. Because placing a bot from the dashboard is basically mocking a Tradingview alert. So that's going to be the exact same thing. So make sure that you haven't missed, let's say, a bracket or anything like that when you copy and paste it on Tradingview. And that's also why I've added this button to make it simple for you. So you can just go and copy and paste, and you don't have to do anything manually like dragging and making sure you have everything selected. Now, for example, I'm just going to open a trade directly from a dashboard just to show you that it actually works. So this is going to be a percentage of 50. So in the balance, you can see there's $103. So we'd expect around a $51 position. So if I go and say open order, this is going to show you open order request received, and this means the bot is now opening that trade. So as you can see, it basically opened with 51.8 US dollars, and that was half of my position size. And the reason for that is I chose 50% of my wallet available balance. Now if you want to sell that again, you would go to short, and then you can set it to 100. And I've also added a slippage factor in here to make sure that if the market gets volatile, we can make sure that the orders get filled like 99% of the time. If you want to add your own slippage, then obviously you can just go and say 95%, but that's going to be with the slippage I added as well. And I only add slippage if you use a bigger percentage than 90. So if you use something like 89 or less, then yeah, it's going to be the exact amount converted of your available balance. So I'm going to sell 100% of my holdings, which is the $51 again. So you can see the request was received, and then we just wait for the trade. So there you can see it basically sold, and it filled all the balance that I had in Bitcoin. So now my available USDT balance is $106. Now this is just a big overview of how the bot works, and it's not really in depth, and I do want to show you exactly how it works per indicator or even a strategy, but I just want to keep this simple on how you should be using the front end of the bot. So I'm just going to go and show you exactly as well how to set up a futures bot, because I know you can use both futures and spot. So on Bybit, we can just go to derivatives, USDT, and then let's go and use BTC again. And for bots, we would need to create a new bot. So we're going to call this YouTube, let's call this futures, just to make sure that we're using the correct one. We also set up on Bybit, select the token again is going to be the Bybit token, and this is going to be futures. You will actually see another option here, which is called bot type, and it's either hedge mode or one-way mode. Now depending on what you choose here, the difference is on hedge mode you can have both longs and shorts at the same time, and on one-way mode you can only either have a long at a time or a short. I like to use hedge mode, but if you guys also want to use this, you have to set it on Bybit itself. So if you go to the top right and we go to settings, you will see that there's going to be this option position mode. Now they also added this feature where you can apply this for all your USDT pairs, so you don't have to do this every time you do trade a different symbol. So you can just click on hedge mode, apply to all USDT pairs and confirm, and then you can just proceed. So now all that positions have been set, and on the board I can select hedge mode. So this is just a board overview on what you've set, and then if I submit it, it's going to create a new board. Now you'll see there's a YouTube futures, and I'm just going to go and open up that board. So right now you can see there's a lot more to choose from, as well as opening orders and closing orders. So first of all, we're going to open a position to see exactly how this works. It's very similar to spot, but yeah, again, this is just more features added, like what you get in like futures exchanges, like leverage and all that. So first of all, you can add a name if you want to. If you don't, you can leave it empty. For symbols, we're going to use BTC USDT. Market the same. Now you can choose if you want to open up a long or a short. Leverage is either isolated or cross. I'm just going to add 10x leverage for example here. And now again, for quantity, you can use dollar, asset or percentage. Now I'm just going to use 10% of whatever I have available. Now you'll see this is going to be opposite position close. The way opposite position close is if I tick this to be enabled. If I have a current short position and I open up a long, it will close my short position first, and then it will place a new long position. This means that I don't have to add a lot of alerts if I want to flip my trades. So currently I don't have a short position open, so I'm just going to leave this as deselected. And now you can either add a take profit and stop loss, which could be percentage or dollar. So I'm just going to keep this on, let's say, a percentage of 1. And we're going to go and open this trade. So if I open it again, you can see that the bot has received the request to open the position, and then we just wait on our bot. It usually takes a few seconds, and now you can see it's opened with my take profit. So again, this was with 10x leverage, the amount that I've set, and then also the take profit target. So I think I set a take profit of 1%. So we can just verify that as well. If you use like the measurement tool, you can see that's roughly 1%. Well, exactly 1% actually. But yeah, now we can go and either close this position or we can flip this. So let me show you, for example, if I open up a short and I select opposite close, if I open this position, you can see that this will automatically close the long position first before it's going to be placing a short position. So again, it will take a few seconds because it needs to fetch the open position, match the quantity and make sure it closes 100% of that trade, and then it will place your new sell position with this basically the settings that we have already set. So now you can see a short as well with a 1% take profit. Now if you don't want to open a new trade and you only want to close it, we can go to close orders. Again, we're going to type in the symbol, and then we can select side to close. So currently we have a close short because it's a short position open. I'm going to use percentage, and I'm going to use 100%. If you use 100%, it will close the full position that you have open, and we can click on confirm. If you go back to Bybit, it should be closing the full position right here, and as you can see, that has been closed. Now the futures also have advanced settings. If you go to advanced settings, you will also see now that you can add custom naming to these closing positions, which is very similar as the opens. Now if you have a Tradingview script again that includes closings and exits and whatever, but it's a private script and you can't customize that naming, you can just match these closings with whatever the indicator has said. And then also similar with the pyramiding and as well with the bot delay. Keep in mind, when you pyramid orders on futures, it doesn't open a new trade in the same direction, but most decentralized exchanges will just increase your current position size and give you like an average entry price depending on how much your new order is. So yeah, that's basically pretty much it on new features of the board. So mainly I'll be adding more exchanges with similar features. I will be working on adding like partial exits again, where we can have multiple take profit orders. The only reason I removed it was because previously on the old boards, when I created those boards, those features weren't really something that was provided by exchanges, and I had to add them manually. Now the reason why there was a problem with doing that is because some people were using small amounts of capital. Like for example, if you use 0.001 and you want to add 2 take profits, for example, with 50% each, the exchange will reject that order because you can't go below that lot size. Now if you guys want more info specifically on these kind of technical things, just ask me in the comment section and I will make a video covering exactly just that. But to not make it too complicated for the average user here, I'm just gonna keep it as it is. And yeah, if you want more info as well, ask in the Discord and also ask in the comment section. So like I mentioned before, if you want to support me in creating these tools and also improving them, you can use my trading links, and I will leave those in the description of this video. You will see the Bybit and Bitget one, and depending on deposit size, you will also get a bonus. Now thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.